Give me a second, everybody. Kind of just getting set up here. Give me a second, everybody. Kind of just getting set up here. Now, how do I... Sorry, I'm trying to make sure it's not echoing for you guys as I'm playing through. Alright, what's going on, everybody? I'm going to be doing a small crate opening real quick before we get started, but what I plan on doing with this stream is going ahead and just showing you guys some weird things I've seen around the Final Reich, and I will also be doing the hardcore and the casual Easter egg. I'm mainly just going to be doing the casual Easter egg, but I'm going to be doing some hardcore steps along the way. But, yeah, I'm going to hopefully teach you guys something you didn't know already. And I guess we'll see how this goes. I'm mainly just going to be doing the casual Easter egg, but I'm going to be doing some hardcore steps along the way. But, yeah, I'm going to hopefully teach you guys something you didn't know already. And I guess we'll see how this goes. So I got about 42 crates-ish. I've kind of just been holding on to them for this stream specifically, but I also wanted to open them at headquarters so I could get some commendation points. Not really expecting anything great. I only really need 2 more weapon types, and then I pretty much have at least 1 variant of every weapon. I think the only 2 I need left are the Erma EMP and I think the Automaton, if I'm not mistaken. Not really expecting anything great. I only really need 2 more weapon types, and then I pretty much have... I know for a fact I just need 1 assault rifle, 1 SMG. And watch me not get it in these crates. Because I'm pretty sure you have to do contracts for them, which is very, very unfortunate. That melon splatter one is kind of nice, actually. I know for a fact I just need 1 assault rifle, 1 SMG. Watch me not get it in these crates. Because I'm pretty sure you have to do contracts for them, which is very, very unfortunate. I've actually gotten more than I've already expected. Like, so can't really be mad at this in any way. Was that a new sniper? I don't know if that was a duplicate or not. These zombie crates kind of go quick. Like with the regular items, and then it swaps to the zombie cards, and it's just like, here, let me just go through it normally. Nothing too crazy. Not really expecting anything great out of these zombie crates anyway. If I got some Jack in the Box cards though, that'd be kind of lit. I literally only have 1 of those on my account and I've never used it. Only because they're clearly that rare that I just never get them. I want some like new Easter eggs to be found first before I ever use that card. Give me an actual reason to use it. Should be roughly about halfway through. I'm going to go ahead and try to do this as quickly as possible. It's really only like one speed you can do this though. Should be roughly about halfway through. I'm going to go ahead and try to do this as quickly as possible. I mean, hey, I've already gotten like 6K roughly in freaking armory points. That was kind of nice. I think that was a new LMG variant, specifically for zombies. I really did not expect to get as much as I've gotten so far. Just whittling down what I can actually get still. Alright, after this next one, I think I should have under 10 crates left. Alright, after this next one, I think I should have... Yeah, I got 5 left. Alright, and I guess I'm just going to hold on to my army points for now. So, yeah, let's load up some zombies. See you guys over there in a second. Alright, I'm going to start out in a custom match, just so I can kind of explain a few things that I may not be able to do in a public match due to people rushing through the rounds or, you know, whatever else. So I'm just gonna bring in my camo loadout just cause, but yeah, take off my consumables and we'll jump right into this. not really going to be going over absolutely everything that I've kind of uncovered. It's not that I'm trying to, you know, hide anything from the community or anything like, oh, I want to be the first one to solve it or something like that. It's literally just some of it doesn't necessarily feel like it leads to anything, and it could just more so be like some sort of aesthetic or just like little detail they added to it that doesn't necessarily amount to anything. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start out here. A lot of people already know about this, but there's actually a blue arrow right here above the machine pistol. And a lot of people think it actually references to either that that little weather vane right there or this golden eagle. And then also in the spawn room, there's a little arrow right here. Like, it almost looks like it points to something, but I don't think anybody's figured out what that could possibly point to yet. And there is also, I guess, a theory that it could just point to one of the yellow keepsake spawn locations, which is right there. But odds are it leads to something more than that. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and speed through round 1 here and then open up this gate. The next thing I'm about to show you guys, this I actually saw the other day. I think it was about a year old in the video that I saw. But I did know about this. I didn't know there was 2 of them. But basically, when you first open up this area, if you run over to these 2 grates, there's going to be a zombie that will jump scare you right here. That one I actually knew about before. I watched the video, and then around 10 to 20 seconds later, another one jump scares him over here. And I thought that was like super interesting because I had never known that there was 2 of them. So I'll just kind of clear these ones out and kind of show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, these zombies are actually like super strong, and odds are I would have to think they lead to something. Like, I would think maybe you kill them or something, and maybe that doesn't alert Straub or something like that, like from a canonical standpoint. But yeah, basically you just run over here, you get jump scared. As you can see, they're like super strong. You'd have to have an explosive or something in order to kill them, or maybe like a right weapon or something like that. But yeah, and then another one roughly 10 seconds later will spawn here. And it's just I've never gotten them to die, honestly. But the video I saw, I swear to God, that guy put 1 bullet in each of them, and they both died. So, and I'm pretty sure he was either using the 1911 or the 9mm SAP, which is what I'm using right now. So I don't know how he did it with 1 bullet like that, but I thought that was super interesting, and most definitely that would potentially lead to something. I would have to think. Beyond that, obviously a lot of people know about this box right here. They think that's like maybe like a Tesla upgrade that's being hidden through something. And also these gas cans, there's 2 of those that you can obviously blow up for no reason, apparently, but let's be real, that has to lead to something as well. That has to be a step for something. I'll kind of get the second portion of this map open and show you a few more things, and then we'll probably hop into a public match, just because there's not really a whole lot that I've had to go off of, but I also did see a video circulating over on Twitter. There was a doorknob. I think this dude glitched himself into this place somehow and got into this little area over here. And he shot, I swear to God, it was like this doorknob or maybe this bell right here with a sniper. And for some reason it started glowing like a bright orange. Like, it was almost kind of like this light, except like a hot metal type of orange. So like it sent off like a radiating light and actually like lit up his gun and everything to like show that, you know, it wasn't just some weird effect that he put on the video or something. I don't know, I'll have to try to find it, and then I'll post it on my page in like a short or something, because I think that could definitely be something, and I think that it just hasn't been looked at enough to where people have kind of discovered how that works. Yeah. I'll just open up this right here, and then that's pretty much all I'm gonna show for this, I think. Yeah, because I went over that weather vane, that golden eagle. That golden eagle also. Well, there's another weather vane right here. That's for the hardcore Easter egg. But there's another golden eagle right up there on the clock tower, as well as Tesla coils on each one of those corners. And I've always thought that these these side pillars, they look oddly familiar to this like routing system for the Tesla coils that you send up for the lightning rod tower. Yeah, I've always thought those look super similar, and I thought maybe that could be something for, like, you know, maybe turning on the lights and then, you know, having the Zeppelin zap the coils up top or something. And I've recently also started to wonder if maybe the clocks, like, times on each face is different, so I want to check that really quick. I don't know, I don't think it is. I'm going to go around the other side really quick, and then I'll show you probably like one or two more things. Yeah, they all look the same to me right now. Yeah, I think they are. One other thing I wanted to show you guys is, well, for one, a lot of people actually like think this is tied to something as well. This little lion fountain. I do as well, but I don't know how or what you need to do for that at all. Like, there's been no even hint of a discovery connected to that thing. But also, this next thing I'm going to show you is kind of weird. It almost looks like it could be maybe like a glitch or, you know, something that wasn't put there intentionally, especially after this next part that I actually recently found. But if you look up here on these roof shingles, these four, I've heard they're copper shingles, but it almost just looks like they're not textured pretty much. So the reason we think that could lead to something is copper is obviously a conductor of electricity, and the wonder weapon is like a Tesla gun. So it would make a lot of sense that they added some sort of copper shingle and that you could shoot it with a Tesla gun or something at some point in the Easter egg, or like for a certain step in order to proceed and do something. But yeah, beyond that, I think the next weirdest thing I found was, it's kind of hard to tell if this is actually a step, because if you go over here and you look at this just the right way, these shingles right here are the same way, but it almost excuse me, it almost looks like it's not meant to be a thing on that part of it, which makes me wonder if that's meant to be a thing, because you can really only see those four shingles right there from a certain angle. But yeah, I guess that down kind of works perfectly, because that was pretty much all I really wanted to point out. And I've actually heard a few people speculate on this, which I always thought was a 91, but they actually are starting to think maybe it's a 41, which would tie into the M1941, which is over in the laboratory that you can buy for some points. So, yeah, I don't know, that's really all I can share out of my personal experience and discovery. Like, I'm not really going to go into too much of what other people have found and showed me, because, you know, obviously that's not my own personal information. But I'm not going to try to take credit for anybody else's stuff, and if I do, I'm not, like I did with that first thing I showed you in the village square. I said, hey, I saw this video the other day, and I thought it was kind of interesting, and it probably does lead to something. So, I'm never going to intentionally steal somebody else's credit. I will never do that to anybody. But, yeah, let's just run into Final Reich and see if we can get a match with some people. What's going on? You guys down to do the hardcore Easter egg?
We just finished 57 ways.
Oh no, you're good. No worries. I'm just I'm just streaming right now, trying to find some people to do it with. go ahead and try to find a different match then, I guess. It's always kind of awkward. I'll join back into that same match just because that happens to me so often. Yeah, yo, I'm down to run the Easter egg with you. We don't even have to do the hardcore. We can just do casual. Word. I'll just run some hardcore steps along the way. Probably won't get all of them done, but worth a shot. I'll just run some hardcore steps along the way. Probably won't get all of them done, but worth a shot.
What does that do?
I was just thinking about it. I should have just trolled that guy and been like, only 57 waves? just talking shit just because my highest is like 72. Yeah, no, 57 waves takes literally forever. Once you get past like wave 40, the rounds take forever. It like feels like 10 to 15 minutes each wave.
Looks like we need to bring it
Probably gonna have to run back over here for that freaking switch. Yep. Dude, Free Fire has got to be one of the most annoying abilities. Especially if you're trying to get points. Oh my god. That was so random. Just came out of nowhere. Alright. I was getting a lot of feedback. Figured I'd just go into a party real quick. Best player in the world in this bitch. That guy. Oh my god, the people you meet on this game sometimes, I swear. I still remember this one guy was getting salty at me. He was like, you don't know what it's like here in the real world. Like I had never left the fucking screen since I was 2. Literally looked at my gamer score and called me a no-life, pretty much. It's not even that crazy either. It's only like 69,000. Oh yeah, I was spacing. I didn't even realize I had the money for that door. Actually, they're all fucking spaced out perfectly. I might be able to get the Hurricane upgrade. Battery at least. Come on. For those of you that don't know, when you bring a bomber to that panel and then blow it up, it'll drop this battery on the ground. And you can just kind of place it in here. And that is literally the best upgrade for your Tesla gun. In my personal opinion. A lot of people like the the Reaper and the Midnight though. I feel like Midnight is a close follow-up, and the Reaper is kind of good, but I feel like the ammo count in it just does not make up for the ability it has. This is going to be a long Easter egg just because nobody's working together. And that's the most annoying thing about playing this game nowadays, is a lot of people just don't even care. They're just playing it to have fun, which it's like, you can't hate on them for it. It's like they enjoy the game, they're playing the game. But it's... And when you're trying to run the Easter egg, and you're one of those people that tried to run the Easter egg almost every match, it's very frustrating. Because then you get this, where all 3 players are upstairs stealing all the zombies, and you get like 2 at a time. Look at that. Like, what is this? Like, it's round 8, give me some zombies. And the whole stealing zombies thing wouldn't even be a problem. It's just the fact that it's like, there's so many soul boxes in these Easter eggs. It's like, you have to have the zombies in certain areas and do certain things with them. And that's another thing that gets me about the hardcore Easter egg. It's like, a lot of people don't do the hardcore Easter egg, so they don't know the fact that you need every zombie for a specific thing. Like, where I just unlocked that freaking Tesla upgrade battery with the bomber's bomb. Like, people don't know you can actually do that. And then on top of that, after you actually place the thing in there, you have to save up 4 whistlings in order to even be able to charge the thing. People want to kill those things as soon as they see them, and you can't tell them no. Like, you tell them no and they get freaking salty at you, or you straight up just, they kill them anyways, so you don't get anything out of it. Better off just not going for the upgrades. I feel like that's why people just do the casual. Like, unless you're using voice comms and like communication, you're just not. You're not gonna get through the hardcore a lot of the time with randoms. I was seeing if there's maybe another torch there, because I've never noticed that this one's not lit right here. They literally needed one zombie, that's wild. Had to sit down here for 3 rounds. What the heck? Walked right through that zombie and then it's stuck. It stuck as soon as I walked past it.
This is where the Nazis constructed.
Next round's round 10. I'll just keep using this. It's fine. Oh, okay. Because I didn't heavy attack either one of those times, right? Like, what the hell was that? I swear, it's only when you're trying to do, like, playthroughs or something like this, or, like, when you're playing in front of people, it's... you get all this stupid crap happening to you. Other than that, you can play it perfectly fine almost every time. It's like I don't even feel pressured or anything. It's just it just happens. Wish I had a freaking grenade. Pistol ain't doing it. This is that the M1941 I was talking about though. And notice that it has that same blood mark of the 41 right there. That's why people think that that gun is tied either to the clock tower or just to that whole 41 blood stain. Yeah, there's another one right here too. Which actually makes me think, if it's right here, the only thing that really is suspicious to me here is, for one, these green lights, which you can also find in spawn. And then there's also this thing, which ties into this rail. And then it would also tie into this secret room over here. That's about the only thing that would really make sense to me, is if somehow you can use that gun to get that carriage, or fucking, what do you want to call it, this pod. If you can get that to somehow transfer along here. There's actually a lot more of those green lights in here than I thought there was too. I could have swore there was only like a few of them, but I've seen like 6 of them in here now. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 if you count the one over in spawn. I don't know if there's any more around the map, but it's more than I've noticed before. Look at that! Look, find out something new. Not even intentionally. That's always the best feeling, though, when you like come up with new theories, or like, oh, what's this? I haven't seen this before. Sorry, boys. I got a dry throat for whatever reason. I talk like this to myself normally, so the fact that I'm talking to a mic this time should not be any different. See, and like, this is what I'm talking about. How much you want to bet this guy right here kills this dude? Like, he will at some point kill this dude. Like, there's no way I get to save another one before I get to get this charge. I would have to wait until, like, around 14, I think. Or if another one spawns, it's going to spawn somewhere else just because. But, I actually want to try this, because I was actually curious. Maybe. One, two, three. Oh. Good thing this thing is a decent gun. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm counting 10. I don't know where I was getting 9. So there's 4 here, and then 3 and 4. I want to check over here. Also, something I noticed recently is I think that somehow this building right here and the post office are tied together. And I say that because, for one, again, I'm finding out something new every time I try to explain something. But I noticed that this wheel right here, and actually I was just saying that this I didn't notice was over here too, but those two things are both over by the post office. Both of that wheel and that little water spigot. So like right there, you can see, there's that wheel, and there's that water spigot. So I definitely want to say there's something connecting those two things. And I also, I was watching a few people stream this game recently, and I started seeing these, people talking about these, and how they probably have something. And then I saw this one, and I was like, what is this one? Because these ones, the crowns and the, where is it? Crown, the flower shop. The crowns and the flower shops all have duplicates, but this one, as far as I can tell, this one does not have a duplicate. Like, I don't know what you would do with them. And then there's also some of them that don't even have anything on them. Like, if you see this little, like, arm right here, if you come over here, this actually, I think there's one right here on here too. This doesn't have one. I think there's one up here. That one doesn't have one. That one on the clock tower doesn't have one. So it's just weird little things like that that just don't add up. That make you think, oh yeah, there's definitely more to this. Yeah, like beyond the devs telling you, oh hey, there's more Easter eggs you guys haven't found. I don't think that's just baiting people into playing the game. Like, I genuinely don't. Actually, that board right there, that's in the very start of the bunker, too. I wonder if it's in the morgue, because if it's not in the morgue, I don't know what that leads to, but I did actually take a pretty high-resolution screenshot of this, though, just because that's the one I saw first. I didn't even realize it was over there in the laboratory, but I just want to see if it says anything. I want to try to translate some of this and get a real good look at it, but it takes a second to like pop in like good quality. It's weird, but the fact that they add that high of quality makes me think it's supposed to be red. This room, this is one of the most suspicious rooms in this entire map, in my opinion. It has no purpose being here. Like, I understand it's supposed to be Straub's, like, workspace, but beyond that, it serves no purpose. Like, there's literally nothing here. How many people... When was the last time anybody bought this gun? Please tell me. Nobody bought this thing. Not me, anyways. Like, it's just not... It's not the gun I want to go to be honest. But, anyways. Like, yeah, this room just has nothing about it that's... I'm not going to say not interesting. It doesn't have anything that is clearly an Easter egg. Like, people have speculated that glitch right there for a long time. It's like an invisible clock is what it really looks like. Let me go buy armor again. See, I'm losing so much armor because I'm trying to explain things and kind of like look through and kind of talk through some things. But somebody actually also pointed out to me that the bird cages like this, like the canary cages, they actually... I just wanted to see if that would fall maybe. They actually have the same posts as the fire trap. So if you look closely, it has 8 posts. It's like, it's an octagon obviously. But if you go over here to the fire trap, it actually looks roughly the same. And, I mean, yeah, it's not a cage and it's fucking like in the ground. It's not just floating there. But it has those 8 posts. And I've recently seen that speculated like maybe those 2 things are connected. Because, I mean, there's only a handful of bird cages around the map and you can't do anything with any of them. And there's also the chandeliers, which are kind of suspicious to me. Because some of them are lit and some of them aren't. Which, yeah, you could really tie that into like the rest of the lights around the map. But, like right here, you see that one's lit up clear as day. And I don't think there's a single another lantern or like chandelier in the game that I know of at this point that is actually lit up like that. That one in that spawn over by that valve is the only one that I've actually seen lit up. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking so much, and yeah, I've kind of gone over a lot of what I know, really, just throughout this stream. But yeah, I'm gonna start working on the Easter egg and try to get this done. Alright, so I think I should just be able to spin this one, but I could be mistaken. I was thinking maybe I had the yellow number wrong. Okay, so we're just escorting this thing still. Can't believe nobody's done this yet. Normally somebody will do it for me. These guys have either recently done this Easter egg and just don't care, or just don't know what they're doing. Which, to be fair, I think they were both fairly low levels. Yeah, they're just starting out still, technically. Oh, that's wonderful. You get a Brenner before I'm supposed to have a Brenner, technically. Oh my god. I'm telling you, it only happens when you're trying to show people something. Another thing I will say that I think is suspicious is that, like I was saying, a lot of the zombies, or literally all of the zombies, are used for something in the map when it comes to like Easter eggs or, you know, whatever. I personally don't think that the Brenner or the Panzermortar really got used. like, yeah, you could argue that the Brenner got used because you have to steal his head for the paintings or whatever, and then also for the hardcore where you have to go ahead and get the sword. But apart from those two things, I really don't feel like the Brenner got used. And I feel like there's definitely more to him. I think there's either something to do with the fire trap that relates to him, or maybe the Pack-a-Punch room. I feel like a lot of people have probably noticed this, but I think this is another strange thing about this map. This little panel right here, it looks like it would either like flop down or like slide open or something, and nobody's found anything. Like nobody's found a start to what that could possibly be, or you know, any of that. So now that I have a second, I'll go back over and kind of look at that again, but I don't understand what you would possibly do in order to get this to unlock. But it definitely looks like it slides open or maybe would reveal something given the right circumstances. But I will also show you guys this other thing I thought was kind of weird. For one, I think that's an odd mechanic. The fact that that fire trap actually shoots you up so that you can knock that down just to get that Enigma machine. And then on top of that, the Enigma machine is actually blue instead of green, which just does not make sense. But at the same time, the colors still align, and it follows suit with, you know, the rest of the Enigma machines. But actually, the weird thing I wanted to show you guys, not even the fire trap, I just kind of did that and I thought about that, but the weird thing I wanted to show you is if you run in here fast enough, you might not be able to see it, but there's actually like a crosshair that pops up on this wall right here in this little frame. So like if you sprint into the room fast enough, it should pop up. Sometimes it doesn't, so I don't know if there's like a weird trigger for it, or maybe it only does it maybe once or twice a match. But it's very picky with how it acts, for sure. Like I'm gonna try to sprint pretty far away from it so I can maybe like reset it. Yeah, see, that was actually the clearest I've ever seen it. That was clear as day. Like this camouflage ability, that's helping me a lot with actually seeing that. I think it has a lot to do with how fast you sprint into the room, but I don't know how to get maybe that image to either activate or how to actually get it to stay. And I will note that I did not find this on my own. I actually had somebody else show me this, and I thought it was like really cool. I don't know, just because I had never seen it, obviously, but like when you see things like that, and you played the map for years, and you're like sitting there like, how have I never noticed that? Obviously, the little things like that are just gonna be super cool to you. Also, I went down there because my controller shut off, so when I reconnected it, my stream is actually kind of messed up now for whatever reason. So I'll probably have to reset the stream really fast. Where is it? Can I play now? No? Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and disconnect this really quick, and I'll be right back. Then we'll pop that back on. And it should work properly. Perfect. Now we just gotta wait for you guys. Continue anyways. Alright. We should be good for the rest of this Easter egg now. Yeah, no, I will, I'm gonna, I kind of keep saying this, like, oh, I think I showed you guys everything I know, and then I think of something else, but, when I was talking about the, see, what is that weapon? Because I feel like that weapon probably has something to do with it, too. Like, that sounds almost exactly like the fire trap extinguishing. But, I was gonna say, when I was talking about the little, like, emblems here, like that star or snowflake, whatever you want to call that, the crown and the flowers, like the little flower basket, I forgot to mention that there's one more, or I guess two more. Again, I forgot about that one. There's like a little like fork and knife there. But I was actually thinking about these ones. I don't know what the heck this thing is, but it looks like a pretzel. That's that's the best way to put it, really. But yeah, that's about really all I have to show for like what I know extra about the map, apart from like a few weird audio logs that I've had pop up here and there. Like, I don't know how I got them to trigger necessarily, but they were definitely both of Klaus. Like, the first one that I heard was around like round 3 to 4. I think it was switching to round 3, or maybe it was switching to round 4. But I'm going to probably go down. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna run back over here and kind of show you where I heard the first audio one. That was like around wave 3 to 4. If you come over here by this first gas valve, I was kind of standing right here, and you can kind of hear Klaus and some like chains like rattling, almost like he's like shackled up or something, or like maybe being like taken prisoner. But if you actually come over here, from what I can understand, it's either when you're on round 7 and it's changing to round 8, or it's triggered by you opening the salt mine and going down and trying to like charge the hilt for the Easter egg when you're like charging up the Geistcraft device. I've noticed that when you do that step or when it's changing to round 8, if you come over here, you can actually hear Klaus like screaming. And I actually saved a little game clip of that. Maybe I'll try to pull it up here for you guys in a minute, but yeah, no, I saved it because I was like, bro, did I do something? Like, what did I trigger? I had the Delisle sniper, obviously pack-a-punched, and it or no, I didn't. I ran over to the courtyard over here to get the Lee Enfield, and I shot those yellow gas tanks in that little room where I showed you with Klaus screaming. Yeah, I'll go back over here real quick. Yeah, so I ran over here, I bought this, and I will actually mention that, just in case this matters, I had just recently activated the fire trap, so the map was all foggy over here, and basically, I decided, hey, let's test some things out. The map's kind of foggy, let's go get a sniper, so I went over there, bought that sniper, I ran back to this window, and it was mainly just so I could have a scope and be able to like look at those yellow gas tanks. Because those are literally the same gas tanks that spawn right here, and the one over by the bunker door. So, but I mean, besides that, they're colored yellow. So I shot those with the sniper, and then for whatever reason, I got that audio log, but it didn't happen perfectly in sync with me shooting it or anything like that. So I don't think it has anything to do with the gas tanks necessarily. I think it has more so to do with either the round I was on or the Easter egg step that we had just done. Because I think when I was doing this one over here, I think what had just happened was we had just opened the bunker door for the first time. Or maybe we had just turned on the power for the first time. And then I got that audio log over here. And I don't know... I never ended up recording that one, which I'm super upset about to this day. But I did at least get the one that happened over there on the other side of the map. So... yeah, whenever we get to a good stopping point, I'll try to pull that up for you guys quick, and then I'll probably just end the stream there. But, yeah, I'm going to try to finish off this Easter egg, and the rest of this should go fairly quick. I just keep spacing, and obviously we're on round 18 now, so... and it's not even necessarily that I'm spacing. It's like I'm like, genuinely talking to you guys and trying to, like, show you something maybe you don't know, or maybe you guys can figure it out. But... yeah, this is that weird, like, glitched clock that people were thinking was just, like, obviously an error, not meant to be. But, I don't know. Anyways, we'll continue with the Easter egg, and, try to get that clip up for you guys. I'm gonna try to see where... this dude. Excuse me. I'm gonna try to see where these guys are keeping the last zombie, and maybe I can just. Oop. Nah, this guy's gonna kill it for sure. Yep. I was gonna say maybe I can pull up that clip really quick, but. Yeah. Once I get through the Panzer mortar, I'll just go ahead and end this game. Normally I just back out of it anyways at that point, so. Yeah. I'll rush through this as quickly as possible and then do that for you guys. Yo, this is gonna be such a hard Easter egg now. Around 20 on this crap, dude. I don't think I've had to do any of these, like, the second half of this Easter egg on this high of a round, literally ever. Like, even when I was figuring the thing out, I didn't have to do it on this high of a round. This is crazy. And then I still have to rely on these two other dudes freaking getting a Tesla gun so that we can actually do the Easter egg. Probably just gonna get rid of the, savior. Oh, they're both down? This is great. This is fantastic. I haven't bought any perks, and I need money to freaking get the map's doors open. You know what? I have freaking camouflage. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, that's so unfortunate. So, we got green. Hello? Can I res? That works too. That'll actually work even better because now I can just run through this for you guys. Okay, so we got blue, blue, red. Yo, I thought I was glitching for a second. I thought I had no camouflage, but the ability was still working. I was like, that's crazy. I've never had that happen. So what was it? It was... Okay, so yeah, it was... Green, blue, blue, red. Or was it green, red, blue? I don't even know. I don't even know. Okay, I think I'm on the right track. I'm telling you, I could run this perfectly fine. I promise. I've done this Easter egg one too many times. There's no way I could possibly forget this Easter egg. Don't you dare. I hate this game sometimes. Hey, I could actually go get that hurricane upgrade too. I just need one more freaking whistling. I should have went around and bought some perks. I just don't know which doors are open yet. Blue, blue, red. Get out of my way, dude. Like, there's definitely enough space there to run behind them real quick, but alright. Get out of my way, dude. So there's definitely enough space there to run behind them real quick, but... man, I don't want to make this guy wait, but I kind of need perks. It's going to be so annoying. Oh my god, and a Brenner, dude, get out of my way. Only if I had frontline. I haven't ran camo in a while, so I'm kind of regretting it. What in the... I'm going down here, boys. Like, there's just no way I'm getting past that. Like, absolutely not. And that thing's gonna die too now. Alright, yeah, I absolutely need perks. There's just no way I'm getting past that. Like, absolutely not. Just go get some double tap and then call it good. Ah, damn. I was gonna say I should have bought some armor. Never mind. Don't you dare. Thank you. Thought he was gonna take my armor right there. I was like, dude, I just bought it. Like, that is just an insane amount of whistlings right there. That's just stupid. I can comfortably say I've never had that many whistlings over there at the freaking Lightning Hero Tower. No, yeah, this step is legitimately impossible right now with it being on round 19 and I have no pack-a-punch gun. Just it's not gonna happen. This may very well not even help me that much, but better than nothing. Third try's the charm, right? Got a teammate back at least. Of course I get max ammo when I don't need it like that. Oh my god, my aim. That was atrocious. What the hell? I hope you guys saw that. Pest literally just like ran up a wall. Dude said, I'm Spider-Man. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and help him out really quick. I'm just gonna have to kill these. I don't care anymore. Can come later if I'm really that worried about it. Probably just do the regular one for the midnight. It's a little bit easier to come by. See, and oh my god, this is the next thing I really hate about this game is when people go down one time and then they decide to rage quit for the rest of the match. So now I'm stuck here either trying to res him so he stays alive, or I get kicked as soon as he freaking leaves because it doesn't like to freaking migrate the host like that for no reason. It's just like, oh, yeah, lost connection to host instead of just, you know, migrating host, because you know that's so much harder. Oh my god, no. It's weird to say, but I think the this double one, the double defense, I think this is actually easier than the regular. When I say the regular, I just mean like the single one right here. Of course, I'll eat my words just because I said that. Can probably bail on this, I think. Yep. Sender, buddy. Hopefully that lasts long enough. Dude, it's not going to, is it? Thank God. That was too close. Alright, I take it back. This Easter egg should be easy. I think that freaking tower defense stuff was probably the hardest part. Like, the rest of this should be legitimately no problem, especially since I've packed lunch now. Alright, I take it back. This Easter egg should be easy. The heck? What the heck? What? You see that Zeppelin just shoot down here into the frickin' Pack-a-Punch room? What the hell is that? And this is why I wanted to stream, ladies and gentlemen. You only get weird stuff like this majority of the time because you're not streaming. Not streaming, not making a video, not recording in general. It's like, oh, of course that happened. Majority of the time, because you're not streaming. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but there's that golden eagle right there on the corner of that. Or not on the corner, I guess, but actually, wait, hold on. I might be able to get both of those dudes down here. Come on, come on. What? Well, this is going to be annoying. almost should have just stayed up top for now. That way I could charge the battery in the process. Okay. Come on, big boys. Oh, never mind. I take it back. Don't come on. Did that? Yo, are you kidding me? That didn't even work. They were both on there. I didn't even see one charge go. Oh well, whatever. I'm not even going for it anymore. I'm over it. I'll just go for this one. I just need a Brenner head, and that one will be way easier. And this right here is why I use camouflage for this map, because it has that freaking mobility mod. And as soon as you activate camouflage, it makes this step 10 times quicker. Because holy god do I hate running down there with freaking no stamina up and no freaking mobility mod. This right here is why I use camouflage for this. Like, it's tolerable if you have stamina up at least, but if you don't have stamina up, oh my jeez, you might as well freaking wait until the end of a round and do it that way, because otherwise you're just going to be getting slapped every freaking second. It's tolerable if you're stamina at least, but if you don't have stamina, jeez, you might as well freaking wait until the end of a round. Where'd it spawn? Oh. Gonna charge up my ability here for a second. Still need to freaking find a Brenner head. I can't remember where we took that thing out. It must have been down in the fire pit somewhere. I know I went down into the Pack-a-Punch room and I never saw him follow me down there. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but I threw like 3 or 4 grenades down there just thinking he was gonna come around the corner, and he never did. Well, deleted that guy. I think I saw it up there actually. No, I didn't, I guess. What, did he just despawn? What the heck? I swear I didn't kill him. I swear. Ah, you know what? I'm just gonna get this painting while I'm over here. Okay, so we got 1. Okay, yeah, so this is that fog I was talking about. If you activate the fire trap, it actually turns the map foggy. Not for very long, but... And then it kind of does that weird thing where it fades in and out. Kind of strange. Okay, so we got 2-1 for our combination. Two, 1, 4. 2, 1, 4, 3. 2143. Okay. I need to go with the next round. You know what? I can charge up this battery in the process. Yeah, okay, you guys can see that word. I should be able to pull up that clip. Hopefully it'll show you guys on the stream. That's what I'm worried about. Because I know I can pull it up, I just don't know if it'll show up or not. Oh no. Hey, that wasn't very nice. I was trying to use those dudes. Oh my god, it's really not gonna open this? Back up we go. Don't do it to me. Hell yeah. That was so sketchy. I think I got that battery going now. Hey, and I finished that one? Nice. Alright, try to charge up my ability one more time. That one's done. Hopefully I grabbed the right one. Okay. Just gonna go bring this other one down here, get it all ready. Oh Lord. I was about to say, where the freak is that zombie going, but... Okay, so that should be the last one. I should be able to put in my code, and then Boss fight time, boys. I'm gonna go ahead and get my upgraded Tesla gun before we actually start this, but okay, so we had 2, 1, 4, 3. Oh, I never grabbed the barrel, damn it. Good thing I got that, because I'm on literally my last shot of this Tesla gun. Not that next round's not freaking max ammo wave anyways, but... Yeah, and before we go into the boss fight, I don't know how nobody else has found these suspicious, but all these little doors, to me, are very suspicious. Let me just clear out this area a little bit. So, like, this one right here, that one's kind of suspicious. That one, honestly, I never even really knew that one was there. But mainly I was talking about these two. And the only reason I think they're pretty suspicious is, or I guess there's 3 of them there, but they're actually coded weird. Like, if you run over them, you actually sink down into it a little bit. Like, it's only happened to me sometimes for whatever reason. Like, recently whenever I've tried it, it doesn't tend to work. But, yeah, a lot of the time, if you actually run over these, or maybe even just do something along the lines of this, you can actually see your character sink down into it, almost like maybe it's a hole or something for you to drop down into, which is kind of crazy to think about. Again, I don't know how you would potentially open those if there was a way for you to do that. So, yeah, that's really all I wanted to say about that, and then, yeah, we're in boss fight now, boys. Sorry it took so long. I freaking... Normally I don't go down that much or freaking have that much of an issue. I just, I got sidetracked with telling you guys a bunch of stuff that I've kind of found or seen over the years. And there was a few things that I mentioned that, like I said, I'm not going to steal credit for, so, I'll go ahead and shout out the people that the videos are actually from. So, there was a YouTuber I used to watch. I'm not sure if he's done making videos completely now or if he's just taken a break for a while, but his name was LNG Noobs, and he actually used to do a bunch of like Easter egg hunt streams, kind of like what I was doing, and yeah, I kind of just watched them, and I found out a lot of different things that I'd never noticed or I'd never really put together, and yeah, that little white picture frame in the toy shop where I said it has that little crosshair that if you run into the room fast enough, he actually showed me that along with the copper shingles on top of the roof. And beyond that, I mean, I pretty much figured out everything myself, apart from, like, you know, that 41. I always genuinely thought it was a 91, but it does make a lot more sense that it was a 41 rather than a 91. And if I've been going on like long rants and it's kind of annoying, I do apologize for that. I just get like caught up in my like thought loop, and I try to make sure I flush out what I'm thinking about before I move on. And hopefully that gives you guys something to like think about and like something to listen to rather than just watching the gameplay is all I'm really thinking about. Also want to say for any of you that missed the stream, since I'm going to be ending it after this shortly, I did want to say I do apologize for the terrible timing of the stream. I kind of just got... I took a nap around like 7 o'clock-ish where I live, and I didn't wake up until about like 12:30 at night, so I don't know, I kind of just got motivated and finished setting up the stream stuff and all my, you know, my YouTube setup and whatnot. So, kind of just got motivated and wanted to put together a little video for you guys. Because I've been wanting to do like an Easter egg hunt on YouTube for a while, so the fact that I finally got around to it and felt motivated to do it, I wasn't going to pass it up. Boy, do I hate that. Run around the map just to freaking have to get one more zombie kill. Oh my god. Get this freaking Brenner out of here, please. Dude. Are you kidding me? Die. That's all I was trying to do is burst his tank so he couldn't freaking shoot fire at me, and he freaking lasers me. I should still have 2 more quick revives anyways, since I'm in solo now. Saves me a shit ton of points too. Alright, let's just go ahead and light this guy up. And then, for those of you that don't know about this, if you, right after you go ahead and attach the Uberschnall to him, or the battery, whatever you want to call it, you can actually come over here, and the zombies will pretty much only come from spawn. Like, a lot of the time, unless you're training around that way to actually get over here in the first place, zombies just don't come from that way. So you're pretty much just good to sit, like, right here in this corner, and wait until you get the prompt where it says, stun the Panzermortar or whatever, and then attach the Uberschnall to it. Or maybe it says, like, shoot down another battery from the Zeppelin or something like that. That's when you know you can go ahead and move around again, and the Panzermortar is actually going to be back on the map. So, like, right now I'm just sitting here, like, killing zombies until the Zeppelin comes back, so I don't have to run around and potentially go down, wasting points, and then, you know, also self-revives and whatnot. So, yeah, this is a very useful solo strategy. It's definitely doable without doing this, and I could easily do it. From what you guys have seen in this stream, I'm just... I'm not even gonna risk it, because I'll end up eating my words, but, yeah, I'm pretty decent at this map, apart from whatever my problem was this stream. Like, I've gotten countless of my friends through this Easter egg without going down. Like, because I have to clutch up and, you know, make sure that I'm the one doing everything, because they don't know what they're doing. And that's, like, not even trying to, like, trash talk them or anything. It's just, like, obviously I'm the one that's, you know, kind of forcing them to play the game, so they're not going to have the Easter egg memorized, where, you know, I've been playing it for so long, and I do have it memorized. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do this this whole Easter egg hunting thing again, though, sometime, because not only have there been a few new Easter eggs actually found on World War II zombies in general, but there's also definitely more stuff to be found on this map that definitely needs looking into. And I'd love to be the one that could, you know, get the search going again. Like, I don't even necessarily care about finding everything. It's more so just getting people back onto the game in general to actually look around. And I don't know. I don't understand why even the big YouTubers would abandon this game the way they did. Like, and then when they come back to it, it's like, oh, this game was actually so much harder, or this game was so much scarier than I remember. Like, I still remember Noah J saying that. Noah J456. I'm assuming most of you guys, if you're a Zombies fan, you know who he is. But yeah, I still remember one time he came back to actually watch a speed run of this map, and he was like, "Oh my god, this game was actually scarier than I remember." And then he said that the game was much harder than people think it is, and I was just sitting there like, bro, not really though, like, because like I was saying, a majority of the time I can get through this Easter egg, including the hardcore Easter egg, without even going down. Like, without using a quick revive, without using a self-revive. And when I say self-revive versus quick revive, obviously quick revive is the perk, and then fucking self-revive is like the consumable you bring in. Yeah, no, these randoms definitely did not make this Easter egg easy on me either, though, because I was freaking well into round 20 before I ever really even started trying to get this done. Oh, that is perfect. That could not have happened better. Kind of makes up for my freaking incompetence the rest of the match. Yeah, that's also a pretty good signifying thing. I just heard the freaking Panzer Mortar scream, so I mean, if that doesn't tell you he's coming back, I can't imagine anything else will. Maybe I have to, I might have to change the round, because sometimes the blimp only comes once around. Oh, I lied. Where are you at? Okay. I thought that gate was closed for a second. I got so scared. I was like, what? Never seen that before. Oh, Lord. Sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, and so a lot of people actually, I kind of just thought about this, like when I was talking about earlier when I said all the zombies are used for something in some way, shape, or form, and then I said the Panzer Mortar really isn't used for anything. A lot of people think that he could be used to actually open this panel, considering he's the only enemy actually tall enough to smack it. The only problem with that is it's very hard to get him to hit that general area. And, like, yeah, he just walked up to it right there just because I was explaining it perfectly. But, yeah, no, a lot of the time when you try this, it's very hard to get him to be where you need him to be in order to do that. Like, I almost think you would have to do that attack or something, like that half stun, before you actually get to get that. I don't know. I think it'd be super interesting for people to actually start coming back to this map and then finding things. I hope I've given some people like something to look for or something, you know, they didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So, some sort of motivation to come back to it. Be like, oh, didn't know that was a thing. Damn, I should have went for jacks before I freaking came into this. Just makes this part so much easier. Oh. Don't know how I got away from that one scot-free. I also think it would be a very interesting theory that what if he's the Jack and we have to somehow trap him in here, and that somehow does something with the clock tower. What if he's like a quote unquote Jack in the Box? Like that's the only place that actually like entirely covers him so that he could technically be trapped. I don't know. I just kind of thought about that, but I have heard that before, so I think that is definitely kind of an interesting theory. And while this is playing, I'm assuming most of you guys have seen that clip anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to find that clip for you guys that I was talking about.
That is definitely kind of an interesting theory.
Yeah, I'll try to be quiet so you guys can listen to this. Oh. Being kind of glitchy. Holy. It does not like it. Why is it so laggy? What the heck? It wasn't like that when I recorded it, I promise. See if I can... you know what? Let me try to get out of the match first. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Why is it so laggy? What the heck? It wasn't like that.
Give me a minute, boys. Bear with me. I personally don't just leave matches. I try to go down and then let myself die out. Like, I don't need the XP. I'm obviously max level at this point anyway, so it's not like it does anything for me, but it's just one of my, like... I don't know if I would necessarily classify it as, like, an OCD thing, but it's definitely, like, a ritual that I do, more so than just leaving the match. Like, the only time I really leave a match is if I'm, like, salty with the randoms that I get. Or, like, you know, obviously if the randoms are actually helping out with the Easter egg and stuff, and then they're actually still playing after the Easter egg, a lot of the time I'll just back out in that case, because you can't go down and then freaking expect to have the match end for only you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I guess I'll just, I'm gonna go back to my mailbox real quick, see if I have any armory credits to pick up. So we'll back out of here. Got another 30 minutes. Go ahead and claim that. Ha! Apparently I need this challenge. Give me a reason to buy armor. Alright, let me see if this freaking clip will load better for you guys now. It was this one. Hopefully it goes better now. Maybe. There it goes. Perfect. Kind of glitchy there at first. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. I noticed that it was kind of foggy, so I just decided to start experimenting a little bit. I just started checking out stuff, and I was like, huh, has that yellow gas can ever been there? And then I decided to go ahead and grab that Lee Enfield, like I was saying, over in the courtyard. So, picked up a sniper so I could have a scope to look at stuff a little closer, pretty much. And if you notice, I decided to go ahead and shoot the yellow gas can. And also, like I said, you'll notice that... Oh! See, so again, I'm figuring out something different. So I thought it was actually happening between that transition from round 7 to round 8. So, like, you see that countdown to next wave in 18 seconds? That's when I thought that audio clip actually queued. But it seems to me it's actually when the Emperor's Chamber was accessed. Activate the Geistcraft device to expose the hilt. Yeah, and then you can hear Klaus screaming, almost like he's being drug away by something, or fucking possibly being experimented on, or like attached to the Panzer mortar. So I think that's like a super interesting little thing that I found recently, and I've never heard it before, so I definitely clipped that as soon as I heard it. And yeah, I definitely need to do a little bit more experimenting with that other one that I said happened around wave 3-ish. So if I could figure out what was causing that one, maybe that would somehow tie into this one, or at least give us an idea of how to trigger them. Because if this is repeatable, in the sense of I need to just open up the salt mine and go down to the Emperor's Chamber, but also have somebody standing here so that they can still hear that audio clip. That would be extremely useful to know, definitely. But yeah, I want to thank you all for tuning into the stream. I'm just going to go ahead and end it there for now, and I really do hope you all enjoyed and learned something new. I told myself I'd never really be one of those people that asked for likes or asked for subs or asked for people to share it around, but I am going to actually go ahead and ask that if you did enjoy the video to please share it around and get more eyes on this so that not only I can grow a little bit, but also so that the game can hopefully get a little bit more attention and have people start searching again, because there's definitely more to uncover in this game, and I would be happy to do more of these Easter egg hunt videos for you guys, and just do a lot more like experimenting and like exploration rather than just like running through Easter eggs, because I think Easter egg hunting is definitely where it's at this point. I would love to go through the Easter eggs on the DLC maps, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm good at all the Easter eggs. I can do all the steps. I have all of them memorized pretty much, apart from like Morse code or something. I've just never been good at that, so I have like a little cheat sheet for that one. But yeah, I mean, I'm good at the entirety of the Easter eggs up until the boss fights, and then I really just struggle. So it's hard for me to put out a guide and, you know, be confident with that, where I can't even necessarily complete the Easter egg on my own, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to shoot me some recommendations of what you guys would like to see for the DLCs, then maybe I could do that for you guys, or maybe I could just piece it together in a different way that, you know, still kind of works. Or, you know, I could just get good and start practicing the freaking DLC maps and get good at the boss fights. But yeah, anyways, like I said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I just wanted to thank you all for tuning in and bearing with me through this. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel the need or feel inclined to do that. I would much appreciate it. I appreciate any growth or any support I get. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and end it there, since I'm kind of just repeating myself at this point. Hope you all have a good night, and I'll catch you in the next one.